negative 32, right? And 6 divided by negative 32 would be negative 0.1875. When t is negative, that's talking about the past. And that's not what we want. We don't want the past. We want the future when it hits the ground, right? So usually the negative values you'll just throw out. Now the other one is with the minus. And that's negative 64. 2 times negative 16 is still negative 32. And negative 64 divided by negative 32 is 2. So I found it hits the ground after 2 seconds. And just to confirm that, I like seeing the picture. See, that stays the same. Change this to 29. Change that to 6. So the freshman launched up, hits the ground after 2 seconds. Okay. So when will this object return and hit the ground? The object, the freshman. Please remember, I do not make these word problems, I'm just using them. The object will reach the ground after 2 seconds. Just to make my word problem proper, a pencil. There we go. Now it's okay. Right? Now we're not hurting. It's anti-bullying. We'll do pencil instead of freshman. Any questions? So, just to review, when it says at what time or when will it reach its maximum height, use negative b over 2a. If it says what will that maximum height be, that's when you plug in this value back into the equation. And if they say when does it hit the ground, that's when you set it equal to 0. And there are a couple problems where instead of a positive 29, it might be negative 29 because you're throwing something down. So it'd be negative 29t, not plus 29t, or whatever the velocity is. Okay, so that's your homework. There's a few problems. I doubt you are able to work here, so feel free to use the back. Next year I'm going to type it up so I leave a little more space. So it's solve projectile motion application problems. Rate yourself. I am at 4. When I taught this last year, I was at 3, I'll be honest. This is kind of more physics. I never took physics. Still to this day, I've never taken physics. I started out as a 3 and I did a bunch of research and I became a 4, which is how it works. By tutoring you all, or teaching in my last class, last year, I went from a 3 to a 4. That's the best way to move up a level. But last year I started out as a 3 on this. I was not comfortable with this. Now, there's no IXLs. October 9th, due tomorrow. We'll do the review tomorrow and the test Thursday.